So, good morning. Yesterday, I couldn't talk because I was giving respect to Mama Maureen Mwanawasa, who was being buried yesterday. So, I didn't want to talk. There were a few things that I wanted to react to, particularly on the President Hakainde Hichilema lack of care for his friends and those that have helped President Hakainde Hichilema. I know some of you and mostly the relatives might think that I'm doing this for my political grandiose. No, I'm not doing it for political grandiose, not at all. Therefore I ask you to forgive me for talking about this. But you see, what you have to understand is that Maureen Mwanawasa, together with the husband, they were great people. And this is what they say, that when great people die, they don't actually die. They live on. They are immortal in a way because of the great things that they did, the great things that they said. You find that people will keep on talking about them, repeating what they said. They live on. And the relatives, particularly the children, you should feel happy that you were born from such people. People that are still being discussed even after they are long gone. So please understand me. It is not just about me trying to gain some political mileage out of this. No, it's not about that. It is about using these great people, mark my words, using these great people to send a message. Because what I'm talking about is what these people were. These people were great. These people cared for others. These people cared for others. And I am here complaining, especially on the, particularly on Maureen Mwanawasa, because she cared. She cared. She did so much for this country. And I strongly believe that President Hakainde Hichilema would have done better to take care of her, to help her. And this is why I am talking about them. So please, it's not about just me trying to be political and whatever. No. It is about, bringing out a voice and speaking out for those who have remained, using, what they believed in, using what they stood for. That is what I'm doing. So I want to respond especially on the message that President Hakainde Hichilema gave when he went to the funeral house. He did this not yesterday, but the day before. He went to the funeral house, and after the funeral house, he made a statement. And this is a statement that I want to respond to, of course, relating to other issues as well. But I know some of you may not have watched that video. So let me play that video so that you can understand my arguments as I go on. Let me play that that video so that you hear it.
Offer our sincere condolences to the Mwanawasa and the Kakubo families, but also to the broader family, extended family. We all come from extended families. So we sincerely are sorry about the loss of Mrs. Mwanawasa, especially that it was sudden. When people endure or go through a long illness, you do accept that sooner or later they may leave you. But her situation, her illness really deteriorated so quickly and shocked a lot of us, including myself, because not long ago, in fact, just a month and a half or thereabout, close to 2 months, we had dinner together during the visit of President Nyusi, president of Mozambique. She was in the state dinner, and she was jovial as usual, and she was laughing at her table. I waved at her. She was seated with Madam Kaseva, and nobody ever thought that we would be mourning her today. So really, this is most unfortunate.
There, you see, when President Hakainde Hichilema comes on to say just about 1.5 or 2 months ago, we had dinner together. You know, what I thought was that he was going to talk about, they had dinner together, maybe at community house or maybe, private, like that close, you know what I mean? Not what he's saying here. He's saying we had dinner together. I mean, this was a dinner that was hosted for a foreign president, and a number of people were invited. This is a public dinner. You can't say we had dinner together. For goodness sake, he never even spoke to her. I waved at her. A person that you see sitting there and you just wave from afar and you say we had dinner together. Imagine that. Come on, this doesn't make sense. I really thought that he was going to say we had dinner together, maybe, at community house. That closeness, considering the way Maureen Mwanawasa was to President Hakainde Hichilema. President Hakainde Hichilema, I mean, at least from what we saw, was close to President to Maureen Mwanawasa. And Maureen Mwanawasa did so much. She traveled, all over the country in support of President Hakainde Hichilema. Maureen Mwanawasa brought some credibility, where some of us really looked at Hakainde Hichilema to say, oh, okay, I think if Maureen Mwanawasa can support him, I think maybe, we could give him a chance. And there are a number of people that came to Hakainde Hichilema as a result of Maureen Mwanawasa as former first lady and also a very powerful lady supporting Hakainde Hichilema. And therefore, one would have expected that, yes, she may not have been chosen as vice president, as many of us wanted, and as many other people also hoped for. Hakainde Hichilema later on chose a GBM instead of Maureen Mwanawasa, but really a lot of us really looked forward to that. We hoped for that, but nonetheless it's okay. He chose GBM, but the closeness that they showed to the people, I mean, made us to feel that Hakainde Hichilema would not be talking about Maureen Mwanawasa in this way, to say we had dinner together, when he's talking about a public event. We thought at least there would have been that close interaction. And from the way he's talking, it clearly shows me that I doubt if Hakainde Hichilema did even give Maureen Mwanawasa an audience, did even sit with Maureen Mwanawasa to just share a moment. I doubt he did. And yet, Maureen was going through a number of issues which were in public domain, which were being reported in the public media, or in the media, so to say. One would have expected that when Maureen was going through those challenges, President Hakainde Hichilema would have called her. Maureen, come. What is going on? How can I help? No, I've got this one and that one and that one. Okay, can I engage these people? You talk to these people at that level as a president. There is nothing that you can fail to sort out. Whatever the debt that Vamorini had, it was not much for a person in that capacity as a president to sort out. And I'm not saying that he would have gotten money from the treasuries to give. No. There are many ways as a president where you can help people in such situations. There are many ways. If Hakainde Hichilema is telling me that, no, I don't know of those ways, then he's not fit to be a president. Because if you cannot help individuals on personal level, you can't help them, then, how can you sort out the country? Maybe that's why even our country is so messed up. Because Hakainde Hichilema has no clue. But really, from my point of view, the president had all the powers and means and capacity to help Maureen Mwanawasa. The problem is that I don't think Hakainde Hichilema did reach out to Maureen Mwanawasa when she was going through challenges. But listen more to what President Hakainde Hichilema, listen.
This is most unfortunate, but my message is that she worked for this country. First, she worked for her family. She worked for the country. She worked for the vulnerable people that she supported through the Maureen Mwanawasa Community Initiative, and all of us miss her.
He acknowledges, at least, you see what I was talking about. He himself, Hakainde Hichilema, acknowledges that Maureen Mwanawasa saved this country. Maureen Mwanawasa helped a lot of people. But he ran short of attributing that help even to himself. He would, at this point, he would have actually said, Maureen Mwanawasa really helped me even in my political career. He should have mentioned it. Maureen Mwanawasa helped Hakainde Hichilema. Maureen Mwanawasa was not an ordinary person that joined UPND, that joined Hakainde Hichilema. She was a former First Lady, and for argument's sake, I think the most powerful former First Lady that weighed her support, for Hakainde Hichilema. Therefore, I strongly believe at this point he should have recognized it.
But we all miss those of us who had the opportunity to interact with them, and it's a great loss. It's a great loss for the country. But all I can say to all of us is that there's one mystery. We can do great things in life. We can work as hard. We can do what we want. But one mystery is death. We don't know when any of our family members will go, and we all want our colleagues to live on, but only God decides. When, of course, we get born, when we go, we pass on. Only God knows. This is a vexation which we must accept. And for us Christians, we know that we'll meet again with Him. And if you check what I've written in the book, I say that we're committed to supporting the family in any way possible going forward to alleviate the suffering, especially given that some of the children are relatively still younger, and the father left them, now the mother's left them. It is up to us who are remaining to provide the support to alleviate the challenges that they face. So I've written in the book. And we're committed. By now, Zambians know we commit to things, we work to delivering on those things that we commit. It may take time, but we work to commit to deliver on those commitments. And I think that's a lesson we must all learn, to be serious, to be diligent.
So he talks about, death is a mystery, which I agree. Death is a mystery. It's only dependent on God. But this should not be our excuse to fail to care for others. We need to care for others. Yes, death is a mystery, and we just never know when we are gone. But this should not be our excuse for failure to look after our friends, for failure to look after those that need our care. We need to come in. Yes, some people were arguing to say, yeah, she was evacuated to whatever. I don't know. Many, this evacuation, evacuation is taken like when you are evacuated, then government has cared for you the most. But ordinarily, government is supposed to provide for its citizens, and where they lack, they should be able to seek for help wherever they can to help the citizens. So it should not be seen like it is the ultimate care for the president on certain individuals. All of us, we are entitled, even ordinary citizens are entitled to be evacuated, because that is the duty of government, to save its people. Even those people that are in other countries, when they are found in problems, government is supposed to come in and help. So this issue of saying, no, government, yes. Is it Hakainde Hichilema? I'm talking about Hakainde Hichilema himself, Hakainde Hichilema personally, because this person was known to him personally. This person helped him personally. So it is that point that I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. And okay, fine, look, he talks about, he's going to look after the children, and he says by now Zambians know that when we say something, we are committed. Is that true? Is that true? When you say something, you commit yourself? You are talking about integrity. Are you sure those words attribute to you credibility, imwe, integrity, imwe, imwe. And look, we are, the problem is that tulalava easily. Hakainde Hichilema uses the names of what is this? Lawrence Banda, Mapenzi Chibulo, nani. Now, and when these people died, Hakainde Hichilema was saying the same things. He was saying the same things, that we will help the family. But let me just give you one example of Lawrence Banda. Hakainde Hichilema, wherever you are, I want to ask you, what are you doing for the family of Lawrence Banda? What have you done? You are talking about helping. You are talking about credibility. What have you done for the family of Lawrence Banda? The children of Lawrence Banda were like, an anthem. They were all over. They were part of the UPND propaganda to win sympathy, to demonize the PF. But what have you done apart from just flashing these pictures of these children of Lawrence Banda? What have you done? What have you done? What have you done for these children? What have you done for these children? Then, you remember, you people, you remember Clans Zulu. You remember Clans Zulu? This lady, you remember her? This lady was a staunch UPND supporter. This lady was willing to take a bullet for Hakainde Hichilema. This lady did everything that she could. She really, contributed to UPND. Unfortunately, she died before UPND came into power. But Clans Zulu left a child. Clans Zulu left a child. Do you even know about that child? Do you even know where that child is? Has there been any little help given to Clans Zulu, even to our relatives? Has there been? These are just examples that I'm just giving you. These are just examples that I'm giving you. But there are many other people that fought in the battlefield to make UPND come into power, to make Hakainde Hichilema president of the Republic of Zambia. And some of them died. They have left their families. What have you done for them? That is my message. That is my issue. What have you done for them? What have you done for them? You are talking about, we are going to look after the children and whatever. By now, I'm sure you have even forgotten. So, Hakainde Hichilema, it is hypocritical of you to say whatever you are saying. You just play to the gallery, but really, you are very ambivalent. You are very ambivalent. You are hypocritical. Hakainde ichirema. You need, when you say something, stick to it. Stick to it. And those who have helped you, make sure you look after them. Stay close to people that help you. Actually, I want to take this opportunity for me to also thank some of you that are helping me. I want to thank you, and I tell you that I remember you all the time, and I am grateful to you. And God willing, I am in a position, in a privileged position, I can assure you. No one is going to say, I used to help Tayari, or I helped Tayari, and yet Tayari has neglected me. That will not happen. That I can assure you. It will not happen. I will care for all those that are looking after me, those that are helping me, and I will care for all Zambians. I am talking about some of these people. I didn't know Lawrence Banda, but I care. I think about those. For me, it is not just about looking at those pictures. For me, is pragmatism. We need to look after those people. There are a number of them. Hakainde ichirema. Please reach out, especially some of these people that you mention every day. You mention their names. Whenever you have an opportunity, you bring up their names. Can you make sure that next time you are talking about their names, you have done something for those families? You have done something for those families. Politics is not charity. No, they were saving and whatever. No. People fight in politics so that they can, alleviate some of their problems. Even Maureen, when she was busy campaigning, she was hoping that, one day she will be able to sort out some of her problems, and so many other people. So we need to be realistic about this. What about those that brought you where you are? What about those people that brought you where you are? It is very selfish of you. Look after people. Look after people. That is my point. It is not just about politics. Look after people. And those people, when you help them, it's not that those people will come to me and give me anything. But I will be happy if you help the family of Lawrence Banda. I will be happy if you help, the child of Clans Zulu. I will be happy if you help many other UPND supporters that died or suffered for you to be president. Be grateful for Hakainde ichirema, not kulala ndanda pakana. That is it for now. I've got many other things to say, but 14 hours I'm coming back. Thank you for now.